Genghis Khan, born as Temujin around 1162 on the vast, unforgiving Mongolian steppes, began life in a world where survival itself was a daily battle. As a child, he faced unimaginable hardship. His father, Yesügei, a respected tribal leader, was poisoned by rival Tatars when Temujin was still young, leaving his family abandoned by their clan. Overnight, the boy who was destined for leadership became an outcast struggling to gather food, survive brutal winters, and protect his siblings from starvation and enemy raids. These formative years carved resilience into his character, shaping the relentless determination that would one day forge the greatest land empire the world had ever seen. Even in poverty, Temujin showed an extraordinary ability to lead. In his early teens, he strengthened friendships with powerful allies, including his childhood blood brother Jamukha, whose path intertwined with his for decades as both companion and rival. Temujin understood early that loyalty was earned through fairness, not fear, and he began gathering followers who admired his courage and decisiveness rather than his lineage. During the late 12th century, Mongolia was a chaotic battlefield of tribal jealousy, shifting alliances, and constant warfare. Temujin rose by rewriting the rules of power. Instead of relying on noble birth, he promoted warriors based on skill, loyalty, and merit, something unheard of in steppe society. His ability to unite scattered tribes under a single banner shocked the old aristocratic families, who saw their influence slipping away. This conflict erupted into a historic struggle between Temujin and Jamukha, once brothers, now leaders of opposing visions for Mongolia. After years of brutal warfare, Temujin emerged victorious. In 1206, at a grand gathering known as the Great Kurultai, he was declared Genghis Khan, meaning universal ruler. This was not just a title, it marked the birth of a new era. Genghis Khan reorganized Mongol society with military precision, building an army of unmatched discipline, elite horse archers who could shoot accurately at full gallop, cavalry units that moved with unbelievable speed, and an intelligence network that kept him informed across thousands of miles. The Mongol horses, sturdy and enduring, gave his armies the power to travel up to 100 miles a day, an advantage no other empire could match. With Mongolia unified, Genghis Khan turned outward. His first major conquest was the Yesügei kingdom in 1209, a campaign that tested his new empire's strength. Soon after, a catastrophic event shifted global history. The governor of the Khwarezmian Empire executed Mongol merchants sent by Genghis for peaceful trade. What followed, between 1219 and 1221, was one of the most devastating and strategically brilliant military campaigns ever recorded. Genghis Khan's forces swept through Central Asia with precision, using psychological warfare, spreading fear, offering mercy to those who surrendered, and crushing those who resisted. Cities that defied him were erased, cities that cooperated prospered. His invasion of the Jin dynasty in northern China demonstrated another skill, adaptability. He learned siege warfare, employed engineers, and used captured specialists to break through heavily fortified cities. Under his rule, the Mongol Empire became not only a powerhouse of conquest but also a network of protected trade routes, religious freedom, and cultural exchange. He introduced the Asa Code, a universal law emphasizing loyalty, justice, and organization. Scholars, artisans, and traders traveled safely under Mongol protection, turning Eurasia into a connected world centuries before globalization. Yet Genghis Khan's story ends in mystery. In 1227, during a campaign against the Yesügei once again, he died under unclear circumstances. Some sources claim he fell from his horse, others suggest illness. His burial place remains one of history's greatest secrets, hidden somewhere in Mongolia's endless steppes. But his death did not end his empire. His sons, Talyui, Chagatai, Ogedai, and Joki's descendants continued expanding the Mongol realm, pushing its borders from Korea to Eastern Europe, from Siberia to Persia, creating the largest contiguous land empire ever known. Genghis Khan's legacy remains profoundly complex. He was a visionary reformer who promoted religious freedom, protected trade, and broke the old class system, yet also a conqueror whose campaigns resulted in mass destruction. He unified the Mongol tribes into a single nation, reshaped global geography, influenced gene lines across continents, and forever altered the course of world history. Whether seen as a ruthless warrior, a military genius, or a transformational emperor, Genghis Khan remains one of the most powerful figures to ever walk the earth.